So guys, with the re-edition of Sweet Retreat, Lando stated that there's going to be something new added to Sweet Retreat every weekend. I'm making this video on Thursday, that means there's like 2 or 3 days until something new gets added into Sweet Retreat, but there's also going to be something new the next week, and maybe even the next week. Today I want to make a video on what exactly we could be seeing in Sweet Retreat. Of course, we know we are going to be seeing some new lumians and some new event reskins like Lando stated, but I also want to talk about what else we could be seeing besides new lumians, since the Llama Train Studio tweet said something new will be added every weekend, which could mean more than just lumians. So I want to talk about some smaller things we could be seeing in the event to get excited for. So if you guys are excited, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right into it. So guys, this thing that I feel like a lot of people would be very excited to see would be the return of Milo. So if you guys don't know who Milo is, pretty much in most events, like in the middle of the event, there will be an NPC named Milo. And if you give him a certain amount of event currency, whether that's like meteorites or cookies or whatever, he can actually give you some corrupt shards and boost tokens in return for that. So if we did see Milo return, we could probably see him selling boost tokens and corrupt shards for cake points. I feel like that is super reasonable to expect Milo since he comes in most mid events. So if I were you, I would try to get a couple cake points before the next update, because we could actually see Milo return and he might want some cake points. Or even if Milo doesn't return in the next update, I'd be very surprised if we didn't see anything new in the cake shop. Something else I feel like could be added are new discs, since we usually always get new discs in events. Like, it's once in a blue moon we don't see discs in events, and we haven't actually seen any new discs in Sweet Retreat yet. Some people were surprised we didn't see like the full heart disc and broken heart disc. I think Jamie once stated that those didn't return since Sweet Retreat isn't actually for Valentine's this year, and they didn't want like heart stuff for a not Valentine's event. That's why the fan cup variant actually looks a little bit different this year, so it's not a Valentine's version. I feel like we could see some discs, like a chocolate cake disc or a cupcake disc for like 15 cake points, and that's how much cake points the heart disc cost last year. And I'd be very surprised if we didn't see any disc come into the game this year. One more idea I have that's not a new lumian is like potentially a new saddle. I know we already got a new saddle in Sweet Retreat this year with the addition of Mocho saddle, but we could also see another saddle since we're getting multiple mid updates in Sweet Retreat this year. This could be like a small thing they add. They might not do this, but you know, they could, since there are more Sweet Retreat lumians that they could actually do. Someone in my stream chat suggested an snack saddle where your head is like stuck in the jar. I really like the idea, so I think it'd be kind of cool if they did something like that. Or maybe a birthday Gastroke saddle where you're like on Gastroke's back, like eating the cake that's on its back. That could be kind of cool, and we can actually see reskin only saddles since we did get a Christmas Ikazune saddle at one point. That doesn't work with normal Ikazunes, so we could definitely see something like that. And now let's get the most obvious thing out of the way. Of course, we are going to be seeing new lumians, like new lumians in the grass. There might be common lumians that we can find in the grass, like Mochibi level of encounter rates. And we can probably also see some things that are a little bit rarer, like Birthday Slugling and Sweet Retreat Phantom. Like maybe like a 1 of 300 chance lumian. I'm not the type of guy to make completely new lumian models, so I'm not going to give you any ideas of what I think would come. If you want to see that, just go to like Lucky HD or something like that, or you know, maybe PDJ. I feel like the most suggested thing out of all Sweet Retreat is a new fishing lumian, since you can actually fish right here, but nothing's actually in the water, which is kind of weird. A lot of people want fishing lumians to come into the game, and the most suggested thing is a Sweet Retreat Swimp reskin. I talked about this in one of my previous videos, but a lot of people want a Swedish Fish Swimp, and I've even seen some concept for a Swedish Fish Swimp reskin. And I'd be very surprised if they didn't actually add any new fishing lumians in the future. The last thing I want to talk about is maybe we could see a new roaming come into Sweet Retreat, like for example, like a soft resettable roaming. Since the only Sweet Retreat roaming isn't actually a soft resettable roaming, you have to use cakes every time, so there's no easy way to get the alpha unless you grind cakes out, and you can't actually get Namora in the wild. So maybe you could see a soft resettable roaming where you can get alpha and secret ability forms quite easily, and then after you catch the first soft reset roaming, you could find in the grass. And maybe there'll be a reason to use the roam boost, because a lot of people are saying roam boost isn't worth it right now. I personally still use roam boost so I can find like gamma roams if I'm lucky. Someone else in my stream chat actually suggested something with this garage door that's in Sweet Retreat, like maybe this could open, but you get something that would be cool. That what if there was like a garage key in the head chef's goodies, and maybe it could cost like max cake points, like 999 cake points, and then you could open this garage and maybe you'll see the roaming. Maybe that could be cool. Let me know what you guys think about that. But that is about everything I feel like we could expect in the next Sweet Retreat updates. Please let me know in the comment section what you would like to see in the next Sweet Retreat updates. Like, let me know what new lumians or new event which reskins you'd like to see, because again, I'm not really good at thinking of those. Or maybe some things that aren't new lumians and reskins. Let me know. Like, what discs should we see? What new items in the shop should we see? There's lots of things we could get here. So I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. But that's about it to this video. So until next time, goodbye!